Hi ladies. Right, I did say I was going to come back and show you how to make the umbrella. So you need to make yourself a template first. All you need to do is fold a piece of paper in half or card, and then you're just going to cut like a quarter circle. It doesn't matter how long it is because you can trim that down. So that's going to be mine, and I'm just going to slightly flatten it at the top because you don't have an umbrella that's pointed like that. And then what I'm going to do is start and just put in the scallop. Now each one needs to be a little bit smaller, so you start with a big one first and then move in. Open it up. See, that's too deep. Too deep is my brolly. So I'm going to do that again. Start from this side. Span those out a little bit. Let me just have a look. Yes. Yes, I like that. Just make sure that's not too pointed. Yep. Shape it out again. Oops, not quite rounded. That's better. There you go. And that's how you get your shape. Really easy and simple to do. So I am going to use one to show you how to do the brolly. Really sorry about the traffic outside. We sit on a main road and it's a pain in the bum. But there you go. So that's mine. All you need then for the handle is use the scrap of paper you've got left. Take a little bit of paint. See, I don't draw it, so this way you can get the shape you want. Just take your paintbrush. I'm going to have a gold handle. Oops, a bit much there, never mind. Don't want to have that much. I'll sit some back in if I can. No, it's not, it's coming out. Ooh. Right, anyway, never mind. All I'm going to do is just paint. Right, just do that. And just curl it at the end. It's just like doing a J. I'm going to do mine pretty long. I don't know how big I want mine. Like that. Right, that's all you do. Take your heat gun. I'm going to lift mine up because I don't want to melt my mats. Heat that up to dry it. There you go. That's done. Put my paint back. See, I'm going to waste that little bit. I don't like waste, do I? Right, and then all I'm going to do is, by hand, is just, I start from the top and then curl it round. So I'll go straight down, and then what I'm going to do, cut straight down and then just bend it slightly to get your handle shape. Now I'll shape all this in a minute. I get the thickness that I want. What size brolly? That'll do. And then follow that. So mine's about 1/2 centimetre. Or centimetre, sorry. Follow that all the way back up. Like that. And then all I'm going to do with the end where it's curled is to do that. Because you can have your handle any shape you want. Okay? Yeah, I want mine like that. Why not? So, and then you've got plenty then to stick underneath. So that's my brolly. Oops, you see that? Show it that way. Easily done. Easy, easy, easy. Okay? Lovely brolly. Right? All I'm going to do then is to cover this. Now, let me get my board. Where's my board? Oh, I've cut my basket out of it. Hang on a minute, let me just get a piece of paper. It's only because when I'm going to glue it, I don't want all the glue going everywhere. So I use everything. And I'll be looking for another piece now. Right, let's get rid of this rubbish. Where's my handle there? Okie dokie, don't waste that. Always put them bits away, you never know when you need a bit. Right. So what I'm going to do now is take the organza, and thanks ladies for all your comments. I've had some fantastic comments on that umbrella tag. Well, love it. Like being different. It gets boring if it's same. Right, all I'm going to do now is I need about that much. Fold that one in half, and then I'm going to chop that, so I don't want to waste the material. Anyway, what I've done is I've folded the material so that the shiny bits are on the outside, and you get the look of a see-through umbrella, which is fab. I love that. So then all I'm going to do there, I did put the wire on it yesterday, but there was no need for it really, because I'm going to stickle over it afterwards. So all I'm going to do right now is I'm going to glue this material onto that. And all I'm going to do that is to go over on the edges with that, to be honest. See, like that. Pop that down, and then just lay that on top. And if you press it, and press it outwards, then the glue spreads that way and not inwards. Like that. And that should catch both pieces. And now I can't get it off the board. Of course I can, silly hole. Right? So you've got that on there. Then, all you're going to do then is to trim. It doesn't matter, because the top one, the top section will stay shut with the stickles, because that's just like a glue. So then all you're going to do is trim round like that, and tidy it up afterwards. Just roughly do this. Right. It is a bit of fiddling about, but what the heck, who cares? Really want to run over. Probably take, oh, what am I on to now? 8 minutes already, Jesus. Well, it's going to go into 2 videos, I don't care. So, there you go. So what we've got now is the umbrella. All you need to do then is to stick the handle to that. So lay the handle down, gauge how long you want the, I'm going to have mine a bit shorter. Just like that. Like that. And you've got your brolly. And then all you've got to do is put the top piece in. So, go back with a bit of rubbish. See the bit that you already painted? And all you need to do then is just to cut a shape out. So, I'm going to have, I'll have a little round bobble on it. Why not? Right, it's coming to an end in a minute, ladies, so I'll be back to finish this off, because I want you to see how easy it actually is. So all I've done is a little circle, like half a circle with a flat back. Gauge that. You could do it pointed or whatever you want to do with it, like that. So that's mine. Oops. No, can't really see on that. See if I put it on there. Can you see that? I'll just put a little point on that. Lined it up with the whatchamacallit, handle. Right, so now I've got that. Yeah, looks really good. Like that one. Now what I've done, all I've done is I've just added a little bit of bling to each of the points. And I've started to do the stickles. And if you do a straight line from this middle point to the top, and then slightly curve, I haven't done that one properly, but I'm just showing you. Then slightly curve each one. Now if you go from the top and just do a line going down to there, to the next point. So I'm going to start again from the top and just do a line and curve it, and then you want to do the edge as well. I hope my big noggins isn't in the way. See, like that. Let me just show you. And that's what you're doing to get that look. So I'm just going to finish this one. And you only need a thin line. Just curve it as you're doing it, and then do the edge. Right, so let me just show you that way. So I've got that. Isn't that pretty? Then what I'm going to do is just just do the edges between the diamantes that I've put on. Just hold it down, and that just tidies up all the edges. Actually, I should have put the frill on first, I've just realised. Silly moo. But I'm going to put an organza frill on this. Oops, stick that down, don't come off, right? So, and to do that, I've cut little strips of this organza, and I've left it so that the edge, which I can trim, has already got one little row of looks like little diamantes. And what I'm going to do with that, I'm just going to change my thread because I need a black. Pop a little knot in the end. Alright, pull your thread on a bit. I'm just going to I was just going to say I'm just going to shave my needle because I do use it for puppet. You know, when I'm the tops of bottles are stuck with glue, so I just pop my needle down to open them up again. Right, all you're going to do now is do a running stitch. Just do a little running stitch through your material, and it doesn't have to be neat at all. So this is going to take some time to do, but I'm just going to show you how to put your frill on. Now, I'm not having a deep frill, but I know the vintage brollies had a lot of lace or, you know, gathered materials and things like, and tassels, so I'm just making a gathered one. Just near the end, because it's not going anywhere. You're just going to glue this onto the back of the brolly and follow the shape. Okay, so I'm just going to try and show you this. I've got enough on here to show you, and then I'll finish it mine when it's dry. So I'm just going to pull that down to meet the other, and you see what you get. Because you don't have to join it. You can do that as you're putting it on. See? So you've got yourself like a little gathered frill. Like that. Okay? So that's what you've got. And then all I'm going to do with that, let me see if I can put one on at least for you. Can't believe I've glued that and not done this first. Oh, silly old. Right, the way I'll do it is like this. Just going to pop a bit of glue onto that end. Oops, don't get that on there. Popped a little bit of glue onto the first section. Do this before you actually put the stickles on, otherwise you'll be in trouble like me. Okay, and then I'm just popping that onto there. I've got stickles all over me now. Right, and I'm just going to show you. So do the lacing up at the lace first, and that's what you'll get. Let me just see if I can press that on. That's it. And see what you'll get is a little laced edge, and that'll look gorgeous. So I'm going to leave mine to dry, and then I'll go back and do that properly. So do several strips, or one long one if you've got enough material. This was just, I didn't want to waste material, so I cut the piece off to do that. And like I say, do that. If I show you it with just that piece now, and that's what you'll get. A really fancy umbrella. That's going to look gorgeous when it's done. So you'll just glue it onto the scalloped shape. Alright? And that already looks stunning. Right, ladies, I've just finished the umbrella for you. I've made the handmade flower. I've added the frill, and I've added a little bow as well. And I think that looks absolutely gorgeous. And I've used a vintage button to go in the middle. The way I've done the flower, I just took a 2-inch strip of the material, and it's 12 inches long. I folded it in half to make an inch strip, and then I've just put a running stitch right the way across it and pulled it to gather it, and as I did that it automatically curled into a flower. So I will do a tutorial on that and show you how to do that. And then all I've done is glued put a little tacking stitch in the back to hold the pieces together, the whole strip, and then I've glued the button in the middle, and it's a nice little, like a rosette flower, that one. And like I say, I did manage to finish gluing the frill on, and I've made myself a little bow. And the way to make a bow, because a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people, as well as people contacting me, that they can't make the bows. Get a thin piece of wood or something thin, and then what you need to do is you just tie a knot, put that onto the material, tie a knot, tie your bow, and then ease the bow off, and you've got yourself a bow. A lot easier than trying to do it by hand, in your hands, if you know what I mean. That's the easiest way I found to tie a little bow. So there you go. That's my umbrella finished. I think it looks really pretty. You don't have to put the flower on. It was my choice to do that. I thought that'll look nice because I'll be using this button in the tag. I'm really sorry about the traffic, ladies, but it's really busy outside. So there you go. I think that's gorgeous. I'm quite proud of it, actually. A vintage umbrella. Try it and let me see what you can do. Hi ladies, right, I'm just going to be making the umbrella tag, and what I've done is I've cut a piece of card. It's got like a two-tone to it. I've edged it I've done the corners with the corner punch because I do like that. I'd rather have that fancy than a plain one. And I've chosen the stamps, which is a butterfly stamp and just like a fancy one for the top. So I'll do that one first. I'm not quite sure which way around it goes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to emboss it. So first of all, I'm just going to test this, see which way it goes. All right, I'm with you. It goes the other way around. Well, it would, wouldn't it? There you go. Oops. Hopefully this will work, because I'm not a lover of doing this, to be honest. And then my light's all wrong. So I'm going to use black to start with. So I just want to emboss this in black. So it might work on the other hand. It might not. I just gently blow it. It has worked. I do like that. It's really pretty. And all I'm doing at the moment is just using the heat gun to emboss it. I think that's enough. Then I've got that. Not pretty. And then I'm going to swap that one for the butterfly one, because I want butterflies all over mine. And just a decoration basically. So the brolly's going to go there, and we'll put a butterfly. I don't want it all on the page at all. I'll just see if I can emboss this. I just want something different for a change. Gone over where I don't want it, because sometimes you can get that. You just brush that off. I'm trying not to blow all my powder away. Yeah, I do like that. So that's that one. And again, I'm going to be doing another one. Oops. So all I'm doing is using a clear ink. I don't know where I'm going to put my brolly. I think I know where I'm going to put my brolly. So let's have one come in there. All I do is just pour the powder straight onto the butterfly. I don't want it perfect. I never go for perfection. All I'm doing is embossing it now. Yep. So I'm going to have part of a wing. Do it that way, coming across that corner. Like that. Right, I'll just put that to one side. Now I think I need a bit more. Wait a minute, I'm just going to do this one. I think I need to do that bit. So, and then what I'm going to do then is in between is add this little bee. I'll put this little bee in, I think. He'll fill the gaps, you see. Right, here's part 2 of this vintage tag using the umbrella that I've just made. So far what I've done, I've edged just the 2 sides and the top in black. You can see that, to make it look a bit vintagey. After adding the flowers, the bees, the butterflies, not too bothered about the bottom because I'm going to put some lace on there. I've now stuck the umbrella to it. And I'm now going to finish, what I'm going to do now is I'm just started doing the frill for the bottom. So I'm hand making the frill, and then I'll add something to that. All I'm going to do, pop a little bit of glue right on the end of the tag. And then, don't know if you can see that, I'm going to add the frill. So right now I'm just going to leave that like that. I've got the trim that I want on the bottom. I'm also just going to pop the hole in the top where I want the tassels to be. Right, the tag's finished. And I have to say, do I like it? Yes. Am I thrilled with it? Yes. I do I like it. I like it a lot. That's the tag finished. And what I've done, if you can see, I've put some some black shiny fibre in. It's got just a bit of red and like a rustic colour. I've put little diamantes, the flower diamantes that I've got. They're like, you can stitch them on actually, they're stitch on beads, but I've just glued them on. I've actually, to the edges where I've done the corners, I've now just added a touch of the rub-on italics. Just for the corners, because I think they look pretty. Like I say, I love the brolly. I love the umbrella. I love it. I love the little ribbon I've done on it. Put, like I say, some little diamante beads. I've just put a cameo, black and white cameo there. I put some diamantes right along the trim that match it, scattered about. And I've just made another handmade flower. So it's got 2 little flowers. This is the one with it folded, and this is without being folded. So it's just one piece I had left that I've done. And a nice long fancy trim on the bottom. And I might cut that short. Yeah, I think I will. I think it's a little bit too long. And all I'm going to do is this. Chop that off because that frill won't go to waste. It'll be used on something else. That's much better. Yes, I do like that. A lot better. Look at that. Fancy trim. Hand gathered. Handmade flowers. All embossed on the back. My own stamping. See, it just looks like paper.